All right, welcome race fans here. My name is Carlos Acosta, and joining me in the booth is none other than my best friend, Pielster. And of course, you can find me on Twitter, but you cannot find this man anywhere because Pielster, you are a mystery. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thanks, Carlos. Welcome to Briscoe Smash Pass on 3Y TV. We have a doubleheader tonight. Two races. First race is at South Boston Speedway, and the other is a track that I haven't heard of before. Carlos, Tsukuba Short Oval. You ever been there?
No, I've never been there. I've heard of scuba, scuba, but I have never even heard of a right-handed oval. And we're gonna have a fantastic time tonight. Of course, all of this smashing in qualifying. If you mentioned, let me go ahead and pull up what the qualifying results you're looking at so far. Only three drivers have set up an actual time for qualifying, and with this already awkward-looking setup, as we saw the 77 just bouncing up and down just in the straightaway. If we take a look at another vehicle, oh my god, these cars are just bouncing up and down. As you know what? Let's see if we can bring up our friend Greg Rentz. See if we finally have admin privileges now, and yes, we do. Greg, already 2 minutes into qualifying. We're seeing cars bouncing everywhere. Only 4 drivers have posted an actual time. What's the strategy for right now?
Try not to crash.
Oh,
What
that's
we're trying to do is we're trying to get the biggest lap we can get, but with the setup that we run, it makes it super difficult. I mean, the tire's 8 feet off the ground going into the turns like I am. Oh boy, I'm gonna hit the wall. That's gonna discount this lap. So a lot of guys will actually just not even hit the track during qualifying in this because it's so hard to drive. I'm in the wall again. Uh, and they'll just start in the back and just make their way through because once you take the green flag, it is a cluster trying to get through the early stages of this one. And I've hit the wall every single turn, so I haven't gotten a lap yet. Currently being scored 13th, but I don't know how many cars have taken a lap. Wow, I just drove underneath somebody. This is going to be a lot of fun, and right now we're just playing dodge as many as you can to try to make a lap count.
Yeah, since we have
And
started.
that's
Oh, sorry, Pio, go on
Ah!
ahead.
Yeah, that's really difficult to do out there because the way this race is, it's not your typical race. Rules are go fast, turn left, wreck whoever's in front of you, no apologies allowed. The rule in this
And
race is you have to wreck the car in front of you to pass them. Same thing goes in qualifying. So we've got a 5-minute group session out here, about halfway done, and they're out there just trying to make a lap without getting wrecked by their competitors. It's
I'm
really tough
upside.
out there.
I'm upside down in the pits. I got a toe.
Yeah, Greg. Well, thank you so much. We're gonna let you go ahead and go back to qualifying. Greg's gonna be our pretty much essentially our third man in the booth, but essentially he will be on the track, and we're gonna be bringing him up during green flag conditions. No, pretty much the best way to have a third person out here on the track, getting all the information we need. So thank you so much, Greg. Wish you good luck in the rest of qualifying and the beginning of this race.
Yeah, thank you guys. Have fun up here. It's going to be
All right, I cut him off because that's. I thought he was done with what he was saying, but sorry, Greg. If that's how it's gonna be for tonight, you're gonna be in for a long one. Hello, I see Aunt Kathy's in the chat. Hi, Aunt Kathy. How are you doing? Yes, we're not joined by Peter or Greg or Nick. We got a little motley crew here tonight. But have no fear. Although Pielster and I haven't commentated in months, this is gonna be a fun one to do either way. We are gonna have action all around this racetrack, right, Pio?
Absolutely. And that's the thing. This race, you have 50 laps for the two races tonight in each race, and there's no yellow flags tonight, so it's going to be action-packed from start to finish. Damage is off, so the drivers can just go right there. They get wrecked, they can just hop right back on track. No need to visit pit road tonight.
That's true. Well said. Yeah, with no damage. Although you did mention something as the three just smacked. Wasn't able to quite see who that was, but everybody's just bouncing up and down right now. You mentioned there's unlimited fast repairs. Not going to play a factor here tonight, as pretty much qualifying is over. That being said, if you do go down pit road, your race may not be done because we're watching all these cars just bounce up and down and end up upside down. Just because you're upside down, or just because you go down pit road, doesn't mean that you have to take a tow, or that you're gonna lose. Because I guarantee you, everybody here will have to take a tow at some point in tonight's race. Of course, something Greg did mention to me was that if somebody does stay upside down, We should keep a camera on them just because they like to come back next time by and smack them forward one more time. So that should be interesting as we're gonna get ourselves ready for a race, and I believe Eric Shaney would have earned himself the pole, but we're gonna find out here pretty much soon. Let me go ahead and start up that starting music. Yeah, there we go. As all right. Eric Shaney's going to find himself on the pole with somehow he put up a lap time of 17 seconds, 0.34. Dale Chidrick is going to be on his outside. In third place will be Bart Hector Jr. with Dylan Huffines in fourth. Row number 3 will have Garrett Huffines with Bryce. Oop, it appears one of our drivers has left. There we go. Row number 3 will be Garrett Huffines with Bryce Beatty. I do apologize if I butcher anybody's name, because that will happen sometimes, especially with new people. Ellie Musgrave will be starting in 7th on row number 4 with Ace Thruwid. I do apologize, Ace. That's an amazing first name. Row number 5 will be Seth Frazier with Dan Lother. Row number 6 will be Daniel Vaught and Ian Furrow. Row number 7 will be Garrett Sisk and Taylor Krug. I do apologize once again. Row 8, of course, now we're at the section with people who did not post a lap time. Derek Almy, Josh McMillan. Row number 9 will be Reginald Gill and Gary Skinner. I believe that's no. We have some more. Greg Rentz, Mike Skinner, and Goen Wynn will be all the drivers that are going to be starting up tonight's race. Looks like the outside pole sitter is going to be starting in the pits. We saw that he left for a brief second, and then that's when everybody finally joined and the server countdown ended. So our outside pole sitter will be starting all the way down at the rear of the field, which may not be that bad of a strategy. But Pielster, pace car's going to get ready to pull off next time by. It's going to be pretty much impossible to call a winner, but what do you think we're going to see? Who do you think we're going to win? All right, Pielster may have forgotten what his hotkey mic is. Let's see it one more time. Pielster, are you there? Looks like we're having some issues with Pielster's
Hello.
mic. Oh, there we go, Pielster. Well, pace car's about to come off, so we'll ask that question a little bit later as got ourselves a nice, fun event going on. And we're going to get ready to see these guys go green for 50 laps or
Pace car's
25
off,
minutes.
green flag, and that's going to be the last of people not getting into each other, right? Only time you're not, and right there, pile up coming into turn 1 right away. Only time you're not going to see drivers into each other tonight is right before the green flag there. That's the only time they're not allowed to wreck each other.
Ooh, hard contact between the 42 of Garrett Huffines and the 23 of Ellie Musgrave. And Garrett Huffines, who actually hit the 23, found himself in the worst position as taking note, the 76 got off to a good lead, but he made contact with a lap down vehicle, and he's flipping upside down. He's gonna land back on his wheels, but unfortunately, he's gonna get hit again. He's gonna go from first all the way down to, he's currently 9th, about to be 10th. As I don't know, I think the tracking may be just a little bit off on my end, but I'm seeing the number 07. And
Ace Threewood, big hit coming in 4th place right there. Coming back around the front stretch. He's going to lose some spots on that, possibly.
Yeah, we're seeing the race leader 07 make some contact, spin out, as we have a new race leader, and that's Seth Frazier, who already got wrecked. Immense damage from a lot of, well, not damage at all. Who is that that's upside down? That's the 26 of Derek Almy, and I do not believe that he is going to be getting any help whatsoever this time by. As we see the 73 and can't quite catch a number there, flipping upside down and landing back on their wheels before the 73 gets hit one more time. Ellie Musgrave is your current race leader, and of course Ellie Musgrave making an immense recovery. Recently she just was hospitalized for surgery, and fantastic to see that she's getting back out there and having some fun with iRacing. We saw her almost get a win on Sunday, but right now in position to get a win with 45 laps to go. Second place, Garrett Sisk, 8 seconds behind. A little bit of connection issues with the number 1, with Eric Shaney not right behind him, but about half a second back. Of course, the lead, Ellie Musgrave, is not secure because she's just been wrecked. Let's go ahead and go back 15 seconds to see what just happened. Looks like that's the number 50 of Greg Rentz making some contact with Ellie. Ellie making contact with Greg Rentz. Oh! That was not
Yep,
pretty
just
for
right
Greg,
there
yeah.
into the car that was spun out there. Looks like that was the number 9, and but she's got right back out of that, still in the lead after that.
Greg, you were trying
Oh,
to
she's still in the
take out
lead?
yeah, you were trying to take out the race leader there for a little bit. What happened?
Didn't work apparently. She saw she was in my mirror, slammed on the brakes, so the rest of them tried to take her out, and guess it didn't work. Oh my god, I
Oh,
don't
it
know
did
what
this
just
time.
happened.
She just got taken out by a couple cars, but
Yeah,
we'll see
new
if she's
leader
still in the lead
76
coming
of
around
Eric
this
Cheney.
time.
Is that who you're targeting now?
Oh, all right. Killed the 76. Got it.
Oh, never mind. The 12 got to him first, making contact with the 73.
I can't
Flipping
get turned
upside
around.
down. I don't think you hit him there. Let's see where you are.
Oh,
Where are you,
I'm
Greg?
upside down. Help.
Ooh, no, nobody's gonna get you there because you saw another driver get himself stuck upside down in the same section, and you may have to take a tow.
No, I don't want to. Okay.
Speaking of tow,
Oh,
hold
I got
on,
hit.
Eric. Yeah, Eric
I
Shaney
got
is
hit.
taking
I
a
got
tow.
hit. I'm good. Let's go.
Yep, Eric Shaney got a tow, landed on his
Oh, I'm
roof after that
fine.
one.
Ground sky.
Greg,
where am
you
I?
have to keep your tires on the ground to win this race. You are 12, 4
I'm-
laps down.
I'm trying. Oh, I'm upside down again.
Right now, the current race leader is Ellie Musgrave with Garrett 8 seconds behind. Also having connection issues, but you know what, Peelster? Those connection issues might help him out because if he's not there on the track, he can't get hit.
That's true. The one-time bad internet could be an advantage in today's race. When you're going around the track there, if you have connection issues, you'll start blinking, and you won't be able to make other contact
Hey
with
guys,
other
who's
drivers.
the leader and where are they?
The leader is Ellie Musgrave, and she is, take a look at where she is. She's in a backstretch right now, entering 3 just about now.
Okay, I got some more to do. All right.
Well, remember, one of the
I'm gonna
rules
take
is
out the
no driving
66.
backwards.
Oh no, but I can do that.
All right, taking a look at who else. Oh, the one, you almost made contact with the one there, almost costing him a good position, but pretty much there's only 2 places where you're going to be at, and that's going to be upside down or on the track. If pretty much any time, you're not going to complete a clean lap here. Greg, how many clean laps have you completed today so far?
In this race, 0. And
We
I'm
just-
coming to start lap 11.
We just saw the 66 get hit so hard, fly so high up in the air that he immediately got taken straight back to the pits for my racing.
That happens.
That does
That's
happen
happened to me more
sometimes.
times than I'd like to admit. Oh, hey, Lowder's in front of me. All right, let's go. I don't know if you guys can see, but the 45 of Pidrick has sent a little message to me and this guy that I'm about to hit right here, the 63. He has our numbers with bullseyes on the hood, so check that out.
The
He's
number
sending a little
66
message.
you said?
No, 45.
45.
So I gotta.
No,
yeah, so we gotta work
unfortunately,
together. Oh,
I
hey,
don't
he's
see-
right in front of
I
me.
don't see that paint scheme. I see a thin blue line paint scheme. I wonder if
Look at
maybe-
headlights.
Oh,
look at
on
the
the
front
headlights.
headlights.
There we go. Okay, that's
I got
that's
'em.
different. Oh,
Boom,
yeah, you
got him.
did.
Oh, I'm stuck in the fence.
Oh, Greg.
Target's right there on the headlights. He's gunning for you tonight.
Well,
that's the
Greg,
thing,
I think
you're
you
not gonna
gunned for
see-
yourself tonight. Was that worth it?
Totally. All right, I got a tow.
All right. Ellie Musgrave has a commanding lead of well over a lap at this point. 2 laps down is second place. Actually, never mind. Showing back 1 lap down is Garrett 6. But he may be going down. No, never mind. I apologize. The wrong thing was showing. Number 1 is currently in second place. Number 42 is in third. Both of these guys well within 1 lap of each other. Fourth place is Bryce Beatty, and Daryl Tidrick is in 5th place. As the paint scheme has changed now, I apologize. I could have sworn I had trading paints open, but yeah, though, right there you can see both of those numbers on his headlights, and he's gunning for you. He's gunning for you, and looks like you took yourself out earlier. But oh, Greg, how much time do you have
Plenty
left?
of time.
Plenty of
I'm coming out in 5 seconds.
well, that's some quick towing there.
3, 2. Oh no, I forgot to uncheck my fuel. Oh, here we go.
Ellie Musgrave flipping upside down, landing on her wheels, flipping up in the air again, and this time she's going to be upside down. Gets hit one more time, is going to... Austin powers herself. Well, that's not really the correct term, but she's...
I'm
Peelster,
leaving her right there.
What's that farm game where you sit on one end and the other person sits on the other end and you jump up and you get to, like, a teeter-totter, I think is what it's called. That's where she is. She's
yeah,
stuck there,
I think that might
and
be
she's gonna lose that lead. As a matter of fact, she has
Ah.
lost the lead to Garrett Six. I don't know how do you pronounce his last name, Greg? Since you're familiar with all these drivers.
Sisk.
All right. Shout out to Hannah Phillips. I apologize, Aunt Kathy. I'm a little hard of seeing, so for me to look up and see all these things, it's a little a lot of stuff going on at the same time. But Garrett Six, Greg, I'm sorry. Can you say that one more time?
Garrett Sisk. Oh, hey. Hi, Eric.
Oh,
Hi, Eric.
and he's
Aw,
upside
you got
down.
it straight.
The number one is
It's like,
upside down.
Whoa.
Ellen
Dylan
Musgrave
Huffines
is
just
in the
flew
pits,
over
so
me.
she is no longer the leader. Who's the new leader here? Let's
The number
pull
one,
that up.
Garrett Sisk. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ellie
Garrett
is-
Sisk right there. He's around.
Yeah, Ellie has been in pit road for about 30 seconds, and if we're basing it on how long Greg was in pit road, it's probably going to be maybe about 20 more seconds before she gets back out there. But that commanding lead is gone with half this race pretty much done just about now, as we are now halfway, 25 laps to go. As the number one, who we mentioned
9
earlier,
laps down.
having those connection issues. Greg, I think you should say out in the voice chat to target the number one machine, because he may be having a little bit of a lag switch going on, and when somebody tries to get close to him, he just disappears.
Is that him that was just being in front of me? Oh, boy.
Ooh, that lag switch didn't help out that time as he blinked out, blinked back in, colliding with another vehicle.
Hey, guys, where am I? I'm up now, but I don't know where I am. Oh, now I'm flying.
Yeah, you're
And I'm upside down again.
you're still upside down, my friend. You are. There we go. Oh,
Oh, I'm good. Let's go.
yeah, you're good now. Just smash it. Hit the gas pedal. By the way, Greg, since we have you here, why don't you talk about this amazing paint scheme of yours?
So work in the winter for the Spokane Braves hockey. Dang it, I'm on my lid again. So I work during the winter for the Spokane Braves hockey team. They're a team based in Spokane. They're the only team in the U.S. that plays, and this upcoming season is our 50th anniversary. We're the longest tenured team in the league, and we actually just today released our special 50th anniversary logo. So I figured, well, this is perfect. We're running street stocks. I already had a Spokane Braves car that was painted up last year, so I just said, hey, I'll just run the Braves and I'll just renumber from my usual number 13 to number 50 to celebrate the 50th anniversary tonight.
Well said. And when you said the only American team to play, is this a Canadian league?
Yes, it's based in British Columbia, and most of the teams are in either the Cranbrook, British Columbia area or like the Kamloops, Kelowna area, and we are the lone team that's based in the U.S.
All right. Well, thank you, Greg. That was interesting to know for sure. I didn't know that they were a full-on Canadian league, but that's very interesting. Let's go on board with let's follow a lap with the number 42 of Garrett Huffines, and this was requested by some of the viewers. Let's go ahead and strap onto that helmet camera. If I can find where that helmet. Oh, the 42 is spun out as the 07. Who's our current leader?
Hey, the
just
leader's
came in
behind me.
flying by. Yeah, you know what?
Ah,
Yeah,
wasn't
before we
leader
get into
anymore.
that onboard lap, Garrett Sisk lost the lead. He was in a pile-up. New leader's going to be Taylor Krug in the 07 car.
Oh no, not
Yeah.
him.
Let's
He's-
go. Yeah, let's
he
go on
has
that
won-
onboard.
He has won like 12 races in a row in that car, so target acquired.
Yeah, you pretty much know what to do as we're going on board helmet camera with the number 07 of Taylor Krug, who's he's doing. I'll tell you what, he's doing interesting stuff. Oh my goodness, the 42, Garrett Huffines foregoes his position to try to wreck the 07, but guess what? He failed. As Greg,
Oh, I
are you
missed.
driving backwards?
No, I was
That's
sitting
illegal.
on the track trying to get him.
Okay, yeah, I got my eyes on you, Greg. As that 07
Oh,
is.
there's a parking lot in turn 1. Oh, this is not good.
Oh.
Oh, Mike Skinner's stuck in the wall. That's not the Mike Skinner that races NASCAR. We already asked.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen him around as well. But let me tell you what, the 07 of Taylor Krug, he
Oh,
is
he's
taking
still
no
stuck.
prisoners. Whenever he sees a vehicle, he is not going to try to find the easy way around. He is going to make contact. As another vehicle made contact with him right now. 15 laps to go, going on board with the number 07. As wasn't sure who that was, but they just brake checked him going to the corner, and it just costed him. As Greg, whatever everybody's doing, it's not working. You guys have to do something different, because whatever you guys do, it ends up costing you guys. And Taylor Krug just comes out of this A-OK.
He's so good at these. I don't get it. He's undefeated in this league when he makes the start, and he's right in front of me. Oh, I got hit right as I had him lined up. I had Krug lined up and hit.
Peel, sir, I don't know if you
Yeah,
saw that, but Seth Frazier in the 0-2. Oh, tried his best to just slow down the 0-7 at Tyler Krug, and it was a little bit embarrassing for him because it ended up costing him way more time than it costed Krug.
Yeah, Krug wasn't having any of that. He just came right up underneath and pushed him out of the way. That's the strategy he's going with. Right there, just the 45 on his roof after that. Absolutely vicious.
Oh, there we go.
Gonna have a
Somebody.
hard
No,
hit,
he's
gets
just
sideways,
running in
but
the
managed to
90s.
save it.
Krug is just running in the 90s out there. He sees somebody and he just goes for them. And the 0-2 of Seth Frazier finally got him. The 0-7 is backwards, upside down, and what a car control. He's back up and running without skipping a beat.
O2's going to get a bit of karma there after that, though.
Greg,
Going around here, catching up to the 23 car, and they're going to spin 23 around.
Ellie Musgrave goes spinning around as the 0-7 is just going by. Greg, you guys are hitting him too hard. You're hitting him too hard with 10 laps to go. You got to make sure he's when you pit maneuver him, just make sure he stays upside down and slow down. You guys are hitting him too hard, and he just recovers quickly because of all the speed he has. But while this is going on, actually, pardon me, he's no longer the leader. Garrett Sisk is back to being the race lead with 9 laps to go. She saw a car just touchdowning back on the ground as that was an interesting choice. We just saw the number 7 approach the leader in a lap down vehicle in 2 wide and hit the lap down vehicle instead of the race leader. So that was interesting for sure. As I'm not quite sure. I think that was VJ Titrick that made contact with the number 1. 0-7's battling side by side with the race lead.
Guys, Ace just cleared the wall and went into the grandstands in the 77. He just flew over the fence and hit the grandstands. Number 77.
We got a replay here. Checked up. Oh. Yeah, he cleared the fence all right.
That's going to end our insurance. Our insurance is going to go up now.
Oh, I'm sure everybody's insurance rate is going all the way up.
That's why you can
There's
have
a
fun
parking lot in this turn 3 right now. Cheney's on his lid. Dylan's there. Oh, I just hit Daryl. Where's Sisk at? He's still leading?
Oh, he's still leading,
Yep.
my friend.
Got your top 3 right now. Garrett Sisk, Taylor Krug, and Garrett Huffines. LMS Grave running 4th. Bryce B will run out your top 5.
Number 7 of Bryce Beatty is just pushing. I think that's the 45. While the 45 was just upside down. He pushed him pretty much that whole straightaway while the 45 was upside down on his hood. Currently, only 3 drivers are on the lead lap.
Leader on his roof. Right after that,
my first win in this series, I won by 11 laps, so I'm actually surprised there's still 3 cars on the lead lap.
Hey, it's the fact that it's broadcasted. Everybody wants to go out there and do their best. The worst position vehicle right now is the number 9 of Josh McMillan, who is currently 26 laps down. We're going to give this guy some love because he's not going to win this race with 3 laps to go.
Yeah, I've seen some crazy things happen, but not quite that crazy. Leader's still on his roof, losing a lot of time on
he
that.
spun out! He spun out coming
race
to the start-finish line. 2 laps to go now. He's still the race leader. Taylor Krug is still your race leader, but Garrett Huffines...
0-2 car flipping the 1 car.
Oh no, Peel, look at this. Garrett Huffines has been morphed through the wall. He was right behind Taylor Krug to get that position for the win. And he's going to have to take a tow because he's... Greg, what are you doing? You just let the leader go by.
I wasn't up to speed yet. I was flipped over.
Am I behind? No, I'm not behind. We're here at the white flag right now.
You're all set.
Oh, he's going to get there before I can get
spots down
Seth,
to 3rd. Leader's going to be Taylor Krug now. Musgrave up.
Oh, Seth hit him. Seth hit him. He's stuck up against the wall. He's not there. He's not there. He's backing it up. He's backing it up. Going to cross the start-finish line. He does.
I missed.
Oh, that was way too quiet. Congratulations to the 0-7 of Taylor Krug, backing it up to get that victory. There we go.
He's not winning both.
Yep, definitely some crazy racing for that one here. Riding out here, we're going to have Taylor Krug right there in 1st. Garrett Sisk going to be 2nd. Ellie Musgrave 3rd. Garrett Huffines 4th. Bryce Beatty 5th. Carlos, round out the top 10.
All right, in sixth place will be Eric Shaney. Well, you know what? Let me go ahead and get rid of this, and let me make sure in case this guy's celebrating. Well, you know what? That's how he is celebrating tonight. Upside down in pit lane. That's how he's celebrating this first race. But yeah, going on to the race results. You mentioned the top 5 already. Sixth place will be Eric Shaney. Seventh place will be Gary Skinner. Eighth place will be Daniel Vaught. Ninth will be Dylan Huffines. And 10th place will be Goen Win. Piotr, we're going to go ahead with 11th.
11th place, Ace Thruid. 12th will be Mike Skinner. 13th, Ian Farrell. 14th, Derek Almy. And 15th, Daryl Tidrick.
Yeah, in 16th, Bart Hector Jr. And disappointingly in 17th, Greg Rentz. Just a horrible showing out there. In 18th place, Dan Lothar. 19th, Seth Frazier. And 20th will be Josh McMillan. Now, we did have a 21st place position, Reginald Gill. But he did not begin tonight's race. Most laps led goes to Ellie Musgrave. And Greg, I actually don't have access to this, but I don't know if you can tell me who had the most incident points tonight.
I could look that up for you in a little bit. I'm getting ready for the next race. I'm logging in now. So while I'm doing that, I'll go look real quick.
Oh, is the session already up?
Yes.
Oh, interesting note for sure.
We timed it out to where the session began right as the last one ended.
Yep, good pre-planning by our race hosts here, and we'll go ahead and we'll be taking a flight over to Tsukuba in Japan for that second race tonight. Thankfully, you can just take a quick trip over here, hardly any wait time at all. They're going to have about 30 minutes for practice here, if I recall correctly, and then another 5-minute group qualifying session for another 50-lap race to round out our doubleheader tonight.
Yes, and we'll be right back. A little short 4 to 5 minute break, and then we'll be back, and we're going to talk to a bunch of these drivers. Don't step away. All right, and we're back. At, whoops, I apologize for that. That took a little bit longer than we expected, Peel, but we got a fantastic race to watch. That was a fun thing for sure. But before we go on and give some of our opinions, why don't we go ahead and talk to some of the fantastic people that we just saw there competing for that win? And start with third place, Ellie Musgrave. And Ellie, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
No problem, Ali. Well, let's just go ahead and start that race. You led the most laps, but unfortunately, it just wasn't meant to be. Ended up finishing in third. How did it go for you?
It went great. It's fun racing with a lot of those guys, and just fun to be out there racing, but also smashing.
That's true. And speaking of smashing, why don't you go ahead and tell us in that last race, what was your favorite smash for a position that you saw or did yourself?
I'm not really sure. I just tried to go around traffic and be the fastest one and be the first one to the line at the end.
And copy that. Now another question for you is, who do you have your eye on for this race? Did anybody like piss you off last race? Who are you targeting?
I don't know. I'm not really sure. Just to win the race, and be the first across the line.
All right, smart choices. And well, before we do let you go on to finish practicing for this race, do you have any shout-outs you want to give out?
Go WMST, Thrive Community Fitness, and Electric Mechanica, and Narrative Coffee Company.
All right, well said. Thank you so much, Ellie, and we wish you good luck in tonight's race.
Thank you.
All right, that was your third place finisher. But speaking of second place finisher, Fielster, who do you have?
That's going to be Garrett Sisk in the number 1 car. I'll see if we can get him in here for a short interview, Carlos.
Oop, I moved him up way too much. I think I moved him somewhere else. He was moved to Northwest Racing. It happened again.
Oh my god.
I don't know where he is. Oh, here he is. Here he
I
is.
don't know if you're watching, but I just completely swung and missed. And I'm stuck in the hay bales.
Well, Peelster,
Right,
here
well,
is
looks
Garrett.
Yeah, looks like we have Garrett Sisk in the booth. Peelster with 3Y TV. How'd the race go for you?
Oh, it was actually pretty fun. This is my first doing it. It's fun and frustrating at the same time, trying to go for the win, but it just you can't even make a lap. I'm out here right now. Can't even make a lap. So, but we'll see how.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely very tough to stay up in front when you got all the wrecks happening around you, that's for sure. Especially when you get up front, everyone's really targeting you. Speaking of being targeted right there, what was your favorite smash tonight?
I think Eric had some pretty good ones. He seems like he's the one to avoid for sure. So,
got anybody in mind that you want to pay back on the next race there?
I'm always going for them Huffines boys.
Good stuff. Huffines better watch out. Got anyone you have shout-outs for tonight?
Nah.
All right, well, thank you very much for stopping by, Garrett, and I do hope that you have a race in the next one here.
Thank you.
All right, that was your second place finisher, Garrett, in the number 1 machine. And you know what, Greg, you're here. How would you like to interview the race winner?
All right, we're both driving right now, so wow, I don't know what just happened here. Yeah, let's do that.
All right, let me go ahead and bring him up. It was Taylor Krug. And Greg, during all of last race, you were just talking about how you're tired of seeing Taylor Krug win the races. And guess what? You finished all the way down in 18th, and Krug ended up winning the race. Is it Krug or Krug? I apologize. We'll find out. But you know what? Because of that, why don't you go ahead and give tonight's first race winner an interview?
Hey Taylor, how you doing, man? You just won again.
Yeah, doing good. That was a wild one, for sure.
Well, I can tell you right now, I'm gonna be looking for you this entire race here. But yeah, tell us about how you're so good at these things, man, because you're like undefeated in this when you do it. I think you're like 13 for 13 now in this series.
I don't know. I just try to stay out of wrecks when I can, and always looking in my mirror, try to avoid everyone, and just somehow just end up where I need to be.
Well, you obviously know your way around South Boston, but here we are at, we call it Scooby-Doo, but we're at Tsukuba, and this is only your second time here. Your first one was last night, which you won, by the way, with a couple cars in the field, but this is your first real official race here, so what do you think about this track so far?
It's definitely pretty tough. The turns are really sharp, and it's just, yeah, I don't really know what to think about this yet. So I just kind of play it by ear and see how things go.
All right, we'll see if you can extend your winning streak. I'm spinning, but who do you want to thank, and who you want to give any shout-outs to that may be at home watching tonight?
I definitely want to thank my sponsors, Jingling. Give a shout out to my dad, and yeah, just go win the damn thing.
It's my objective for you not to do that, but congratulations on the win, and we'll see you out there here in a minute.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, well, Greg, you know, if you don't want to do this again when this race is over, you got to get out there and get us a victory.
I'm gonna try. I've won here before. This was the side of my first win in this series, so I know I've done it here before. We'll see what happens.
All right, well, Pielster, we have 15 minutes to kill, and I think there's no better way to kill 15 minutes than by bringing up the Huffine brothers and asking them how their race went and how this race is going to go. All right, so in the booth here, we have none other than the two Huffine brothers, and well, we just want to know, are you guys going to be playing fair with each other tonight?
Nope.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. It seems that first race, well, you guys didn't get the win, but this second race, what do you think your chances are here for tonight?
Not good. I'm gonna try to wreck Eric Cheney as much as possible. He called me fat once.
I think my chances will be a little bit better. I mean, I don't think I really have a lot of rivalries yet, so we'll see.
That's
Except for that guy Greg.
Well, yeah, I think it goes without saying. You guys have to wreck Greg here tonight as many times as you guys can, just because if he doesn't win the race, he has to interview the race winner.
Get ready. I'm gonna hit 42s
Yeah,
and 7s all day.
All right, so that last race, that was a blast. But what was your favorite memory of that one? What was your favorite smash? Whether you did it or somebody else did it, you saw it.
Just wrecking everyone. I like wrecking people.
Yeah, we know that. Mine was probably clearing the way for the one car. Just wrecking a bunch of people that were trying to wreck him the whole time, getting a lot of X's.
Well, Garrett did a pretty decent job. Is that going to be the same strategy one more time?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to run as many fast laps as possible and try to wreck as many fast cars and slow cars as possible too, and maybe get in a fight virtually or something after. We'll go take this to WWE 2020
I'll fight
or
you.
whatever.
I'll fight you, Garrett.
Hell, we'll even settle it in a Walmart parking lot if they want.
Applebee's parking lot, man.
Oh heck yeah, let's go get kicked out of Applebee's.
And I don't remember who's who, but who's their brother that's not going to be driving their brother to school?
Oh, that was me.
Yeah, that was before I could drive.
Yeah.
Now I can drive, so.
Yeah, now he could drive. Now I'll just wreck him on the street.
All right,
And in the real race car.
all right, well, thank you so much, Garrett, Dylan. But before we do leave, do you guys have any shout-outs you guys want to give us and all the people watching tonight?
Thanks for watching. Hopefully we provide some entertainment for you guys. We might crack some fat jokes during the race or make fun of Daryl a lot. We usually do 'cause he's kind of fat and goofy, but you know, just stuff like that.
Oh.
Just shout out to the West Coast Smash to Pass League for putting this on. It's a lot of fun.
All right, thank you so much. Wish you guys good luck here tonight, and have a fun race. And don't forget, wreck Greg as many times as you guys can.
10-4.
Cool. I'll take the point win.
Well, yeah, Greg, something we didn't mention that you did mention to us is this is going to be a non-points race, but you guys have a really funky type of point system. I don't know if we're going to quickly go over that before we bring in our next batch of interviews.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. So the actual league runs Sunday nights and Tuesday nights. Actually, both races every night start immediately after other 3YTV broadcasts, the South Sound E Series and the ASRS, the Hacksaw Premier Series. Pretty much what we do is right after those broadcasts are over, we jump into one of these. And what our point system is, it's 50 points to win the race. And then much like the NASCAR point system, it goes down 1 point per position, 50, 49, 48, 47. We also have points encouraged for incident points. Whoever has the most incident points at the end of the race, they also get 50 points. And then it goes down the same way, 49, 48, 47. So you get 50 points for win, 50 points for most incident points. So it encourages the fact that, hey, you got to hit as much as you possibly can. You can't just go out, be on defense, and try to dodge everybody. You got to go out and be playing rough. Otherwise, you're not going to get anything in the points championship.
All right, so I want to quickly mention something. Pio, did you join this race as a driver? Because I think you joined this race as a driver. And
yeah, I think I did. That's my bad. As much as I'd love to race here, I gotta be up here in the booth helping you guys out. So let's see
Pio,
if I can.
I don't know if you want to go ahead and hook up your wheel and maybe run a couple laps. I don't think these guys are gonna have any issues. Greg?
I know. Oh, Dylan just flew over me.
That would be pretty fun having two guys in the booth driving at the same time. But that's fine, Nick. That's fine. Pio, it happens sometimes. As a matter of fact, it happened to me in February with the very first race of the All-Star Premiers, or of the Hacksaw Premier Series. And Greg, you were there. That was a frustrating, embarrassing night for me.
Oh, I've done that too. Remember, I still remember you telling me not to do that with the iRacing Northwest Tour, which, by the way, for those of you who haven't seen us race, we race in the iRacing Northwest Tour also, which is also right here on 3Y TV. We've got 2 years worth of catalog for you to go back and watch. Most of these guys race in that, and it is fun, and it's super late models, and it's racing for real. It's not like this. This is just how we settle differences that may pop up in that or in cup races, truck races, street stocks, late models, ARCA races. If we have differences with each other on that, that's when we throw one of these up and settle it that way, so we're good to go by the next race. But if you guys want to see these guys race for real, check us out on 3Y TV, the iRacing.com Northwest Tour, brought to you by Joe's Racing Products. And I'm lucky enough to be in the tower for that one, which is obviously where I belong, because I think you can tell by the way I'm driving, I'm not, oh boy, I'm not much of a race car driver. But check us out on here. That's one of our great things on 3Y TV. Much of the same drivers in this one, so check us out there too. Yes,
that's true. And I think it's about time we go ahead and bring up Seth Frazier, and you know what? Let's also go ahead and bring up Bart Hector Jr. See these guys. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing today, gentlemen?
Pretty good. I think Bart's
It's probably in the bathroom.
Oh, Bart's in the bathroom? Oh, that's fine. Let's go ahead and bring up
questionable television.
Let's go ahead and bring up Daryl Tidrick and oh, Daryl, man, those Huffine brothers, they were just making fun of you during their interview. You have anything you want to say about them?
Daryl.
Is Daryl in the bathroom too?
Hey,
yes,
Daryl.
Daryl, you're on live television with a couple million people watching here. So.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I'm out here running a few laps.
Yeah, that's fine. I think everybody else here is.
Me.
Daryl, we had the Huffine brothers just absolutely roast you in their interview. Do you have anything you want to say to them?
Oh, I'll be getting them back. They can talk all they want, but I think I finished better than both of them in that last race. I think I still finished 15th.
Well, that's one way to get them to stop talking. But yeah, that last race was a very fun experience for us. Had a lot of things going on at the same time. I literally could not imagine it until I saw it. But is there anything in particular you remember from last race that that's just that you loved?
Yeah, I owe that Rents guy and even Dan Lowther each a few of them because they kind of ruined my night. I got up to like 4th or 5th at one point. Next thing I know, I'm up on my roof and somebody hit me and sent me into the pit and I had to tow. So that's
I'm
where
gonna
I
hit
ended up dropping way
I'm
back.
gonna hit a 45 right now. Bam. See ya.
Oh, we saw that there in our booth. Seth, what about you?
Well, I just want to congratulate Daryl on his best ever iRacing finish at 15th. Daryl's came a long ways over the years, so. I would like to say, though, that Eric Cheney and Daryl have a majorly unfair advantage at these Smash Pass races, seeing the fact that's what they do every time they race, so.
Oh.
All right, looks like I got to add that 02 to the list now.
Hey, Daryl, that's what you get for the 50 and the 63 and the headlights, by the way.
Oh, yeah, you like that?
Yeah, and Seth, by the way, remind me next time I go to jail, remind me to have him come up and pay you a visit as well.
Well, I just hope next time you go to jail, Greg, they're not walking so funny when you leave.
All right, moving on. Well, we pretty much covered to the next section where you had to mention who you guys were looking to pay back in this coming up race, and we're gonna add more drivers to that list. But well, before we do let you guys go, we'll start with you, Seth. Do you have any shout outs you want to give out?
Just Aunt Kathy for watching us, and you guys put all this on to be a fun show. We'll see if Tyler can make it 2 in a row or not.
Yeah, I think he's got a big target on his back. I don't see that one happening.
Well, what about you, Daryl? What shout-outs do you want to give out?
Just everybody, you guys for broadcasting this, Cheney for getting us into this. This is a lot of fun. A lot of the iRacing when we do it, there's so much stress to try to perform good and finish well, and then you get to do this. Just come out, let loose, and have fun.
Well said, my friend. Well said. And let's see. Is Bart Hector Jr. back? Is he back from the bathroom? Bart, are you there?
Probably not.
Probably not. He's going to be there for a while. All right. Well, Bart, hey, we gave him his chance. He wasn't here to capitalize.
I just barrel rolled down the entire back edge.
Let's see who else we can bring up. Let's send
real quick.
I may have sent Seth back. Hey, Seth, sorry about that.
No, that's okay. I was just gonna say that we got to get this racing quick because Cheney's got to go make his appearance at the Bird tonight. So they'll all know what I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah, I have no idea. Well, you know what? It's best to leave things unspoken. I'm pretty sure everybody watching this knows exactly what that means. Pielster and I, who are not from where you guys are at, have no idea what that means. But
maybe that's for the best. I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe that's for the best.
It definitely is.
All right,
but right now, looks like I do have to join this race as a driver because I joined as a driver by mistake before. That's the only way I can join it now. So I'll be in here spectating, not driving, but it looks like something I might want to give a try at some point here. We'll see what happens. And but yeah, it'll be definitely an interesting race here coming up at Tsukuba for sure. A little bit of an interesting track we've got set up here tonight. They've got it's a right-handed oval, but it's not really your typical oval either. So we'll see how that plays into effects.
All right.
Well,
Pielster,
how long do we have till the second race?
Yeah,
Carlos?
we have about 3 minutes, and I think we can squeeze in one more interview with the 2 sets of drivers. We got Bryce Beatty, and I do apologize because that is how I've been calling your last name this whole time, and Derek Almy. And let's start with you, Bryce. How are you doing today?
Not too bad. How about you?
I'm doing just fine here myself. Quickly, I just want to know how that last race went for you, and who are you looking to pay back in this race?
I don't know. It wasn't so bad. I mean, I started up front, then I got smashed. I went all the way back to 18th, and then made it back up to 2nd and finished 5th. So I mean, it's one of my best races that I've had in the Smash Pass series.
Hey, Greg finished 18th. All right, well, Derek, how about you, man? How are you doing today? How was that first race, and who are you looking to get back in the next race?
Oh, man, it was good. Almost missed qualifying, but I got in there and got a lap down. I'm looking to get Eric Cheney.
Oh yeah, how come?
Man, he's a tough driver. Puts down some hard hits. I'm looking to get him back.
All right. Well, before we do let both of you guys go on and get ready for qualifying, I'll start with Derek. Do you have any shout-outs you want to give out to all the people watching out here tonight?
No, I just like to thank the West Coast Smash to Pass, and let's have a good race, boys.
All right. Thank you so much. And what about you, Bryce?
A huge thanks to Eric for the Smash the Pass series and racing, and then yeah, that's about it.
All right. Thank you so much, guys, and good luck out there tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. You know what? We may be able to squeeze out one more interview. Who have we not spoken to?
Bring up Eric.
Bring up
Bring
Eric?
up Eric.
Eric,
Yeah, a lot of
where is
people
he?
been gunning for him. Bring on Eric.
Have I not brought Eric up? Oh my goodness, I didn't even see him there. Eric, man, you are getting roasted left and right. What do you have to say to defend yourself, man?
I'm a rookie? No. I have a few people that I took their number for this race.
All right, well, that's one of the questions I was going to ask you. And more importantly, how did that first race go for you? Obviously, not as you expected, considering you did not win tonight's race, the first one.
No, I thought I had some friends in there, but once the green flag dropped, that kind of went out the window. So I'm going to go into this race fighting my own battle here, and I'm going to destroy anybody with the last name of Heck, Rents, or Tidrick.
Specifically, Grents. Or Rents, I should say.
Yes.
Hey,
Well,
Eric,
that's what I call him, is Grents.
Eric, I've said it to you 3 times. I'm Blaney. You're Kyle Busch.
Well, yeah, you know, I still owe you one from that. So be prepared to collect here in a few minutes.
All right. Well,
if
we
you
have.
can catch me. If you can hit me, I should say.
I like. Wait, I'm sorry, Eric. What position did you finish in the race? The first one?
I believe P6.
Oh, P6. Greg, where did you finish?
No comment.
All right, Eric. We got 12 seconds. Do you have any
Loser.
shout-outs you want to give out? You have any shout-outs you want to give out?
Well, I do got to give a shout out to that little weasel Greg for setting this up. This is cool. Definitely need to give a shout out to Carlos, the amazing broadcasting dude, and Seth Frazier for helping out with all my dumb TeamSpeak questions. And then mostly everybody for coming on board and making this happen.
All right, well said. Well, we're going to go ahead and lead you off for about 5 minutes of open qualifying as we are about to watch another mess of cars just bouncing up and down the track. Thank you so much, Eric.
Yep. Thank you.
And I think
We're going to get qualifying started here. 5-minute group qualifying. Drivers are encouraged to wreck each other during this qualifying session to help ruin their competitors' lap times. Going to be an interesting race here at Tsukuba Circuit for sure. This is going to be, again, this is West Coast Smash Pass. And remember to smash that like button and subscribe to 3Y TV on YouTube.
Well said, Peel. Well said. We already got one driver. BJ Tidrick got out there on the track first, and nobody touched him. And Peel, that's actually a smart strategy. Making sure you're the first one not on track. Less vehicles to dodge and a better chance to putting up lap time. As a matter of fact, he is the only driver with about 4 minutes remaining on track. Oh, never mind. Michael Skinner. Oh yeah, Mike Skinner also posted a lap time. So only 2 drivers are out there on track with a position. Make that 3 as Dylan Huffines in the number 7 machine. We were talking earlier as, oh my goodness, Greg, are you out on track, man?
Yeah, I'm coming up forward to get this first lap in. I haven't touched anything. Here we go.
A little bit of a connection
Made
issue with Greg. Going 3 wide. Are they going to make contact?
There we go. Got a lap.
Yeah, Greg is on track. He just made out with a lap time of 2.534. That's going to grab him the 4th spot right now. Current pole sitter is Daryl Tidrick with a 23.921. Definitely going to be tough to start getting those laps now that you have vehicles on track. Good strategies either to get out early or wait a little bit before the traffic. But you don't want to be sitting there too long because now we have drivers on track and it's going to be hard to get a clean lap in.
Yeah, with 3 minutes left. Oh, what's up, Greg?
Oh, it's hard to get a clean lap in here anyway. This track is so much fun. It's so different than anything else we run. We found this track by complete accident, and we hosted one here, and we just fell in love with it. So now we run this thing at least once a week, usually more than once a night, actually. This track's one of our favorite tracks on here. We just fell in love with it from the moment we saw it for the first time. And this is why when we figured out that, hey, we were getting one of these races streamed, we had to come here and show everybody why we love this right-hander so much.
It's definitely a track I want to experience one day. And I know anybody who's out there watching, taking a look at some of these cars going around this track, you guys are wondering that these cars do not look well. They look very, very fun to drive, but they do not look stable at all. They're bouncing up and down in the corners. The wheels are coming up in the air, and that is not an iRacing setup. That is a setup by design because, Greg, we're not out here to run hot laps. We're out here to smash and have fun.
No, so the way the setup came about was actually funny. Me and Cheney, we were bored one night and we didn't really want to run Legends with the rest of them, so we were poking around and we found a bump to pass race at South Boston. So we went in, and that qualifying setup that we had at South Boston was the setup, and Eric and I were just blown away at the fact that that thing even existed. And we actually had to run the entire race with that setup, and it was 100 laps. So we saved it just because we saved it just to say, hey, you guys got to try the setup out and just see what the heck it was. So we started doing it more and more, and then it became our qualifying setup. Well, when we found this setup, me and the Tidrick brothers, Daryl and BJ, we stayed up to like 2 or 3 in the morning one night because we had nothing better to do in quarantine, and we made the right-handed version, which you're seeing right now. So this setup is kind of our staple. Like, hey, this is our showing that we don't really take this very seriously race-wise. We're just here to have fun.
Yeah, have fun with 3 wheels, Pielster. What do you got?
Yep, that's right. It's going to be a lot of fun out here tonight. Go fast, turn right, wreck whoever's in front of you. No apologies allowed. Going to be smash pass here. Greg, could you walk us through a lap of the circuit? It's definitely not your typical oval. Got a couple different corners here.
I'm coming out on the track right now. I hit the guardrail, so let's see if I can. So we're coming out of the pits right now. And we're coming down towards turn number 1, and this is where a lot of people screw up because you got to go super brake. Because right here, you see me going wide, trying to hang on to it here, coast it through turn 2. This is a big, fast straightaway back here. You gain a lot of speed right here. But this right here is the hardest part of the racetrack. Turn 3 into turn 4, you dive in, then you just got to barely crawl through here to be able to make that final turn onto the front stretch. And tell you, with 3 wheels, it makes it even harder. So it's definitely interesting to see it all unfold.
All right, well said, Greg. His qualifying is over, but of course, because it is open qualifying, these guys have about 20 more seconds to finish up their lap times. As beautiful kiss right there. Maybe just a little bit too far to the head. A little bit more of a body shot would have been better, Greg. But you know what? You're taking notes. You're still learning. Let's see if you can improve on that 18th place position from the first race. As
I'm starting 12th, so I'm starting 12th, so we got a shot at it here in the 50th anniversary Spokane Braves Pontiac. Thank you to Mike Wood for painting this thing. This thing is awesome. It's so cool to be able to bring another one of my projects to the track here. But we're gridding, and this one's a little bit different, guys. This is a standing start as opposed to the rolling start that we saw in South Boston a moment ago.
Yeah, and
that's going to be absolute mayhem if someone gets a bad start in front of them. They're just going to get rear-ended and pushed away right to begin here. So it looks like we got for starting lineup here, Dale Tedrick is going to be your pole sitter in that 45 car. Second place, Garrett Sisk. Row 2 is going to be Dylan Huffines. Dan Lowther for row 2. Seth Frazier and Garrett Huffines, row 3. Row 4 is going to be Daniel Vaught and Taylor Krug. Row 5, Ellie Musgrave and Eric Cheney. Carlos, what do we got for the rest of this lineup?
All right, in row number 6, we have Ian Farrell with Greg Rentz. Row number 7 will be Ace Thruwood with Mike Skinner. Row number 8 will be Going Win with BJ Tidrick. Row number 9 will have Gary Skinner and Bryce Beatty, who did not post a single lap time, and everybody else back did not. Josh McMillan, Reginald Gill in row number 10. Row number 11 will be Nick Peel and Derek Almy. And Peel, man, why do you got to join this track?
Well, I had to because iRacing. I had that urge to race, but seconds on, I think you need me out here in the booth here. Somehow, without posting lap time, I did still get grid 21 over Derek Almy in 22nd. Not sure how that's possible, but we got about 30 seconds here to go, and we'll have this race underway shortly. But as much as I want to, I won't be racing here. Maybe some other time.
Yeah, maybe some other time. But as a matter of fact, we got a special surprise for you guys. We're gonna go on board with the number 50, Greg Rentz, as he's going to be starting off almost mid-corner. And, Greg, how much time do
And
you have
I got
left?
the lights aren't on yet, but I got a blue number 76 named Eric Cheney directly in front of me. I like this with this standing start. Here we go. We're getting set to go. We got to hold it until that light turns green. You got to hold the brake in first gear. Red lights on. And just so you know, as we go green, I'm not lifting when we get to that turn. So these guys in front of me are going to be my brake pedal. You see it, we come through the gears. They're already wrecking in front of us here. And into that first turn. Hi, Ellie. Nice surprise. Thanks for coming. Thanks, Dan. And yeah, we're off to a start here.
Oh, Greg, man.
Hey, Krug's down there too. I got him too.
You gave it just a little bit too much means going into that first corner. Maybe not the best decision. All right, let's go ahead and go live and see who the current race leader is. And that is Seth Frazier. So I have a feeling that Aunt Kathy is going to be very happy with Seth leading this first lap of 50. Of course, it's going to be 50 laps or 25 minutes. Of course, I doubt that we are going to get that 25-minute timer. As, making contact. The number 2 is going to get just spun out backwards. No major damage for the 0-2. Of course, the damage off. I'm talking about him ending up upside down. The number 7, Dylan Huffline's going side by side for the race lead, making contact with Seth Frazier into turns 1 and 2. And the number 7 is going to make contact with the 1 and lose the lead. All right, I think Peel's having issues with his mic again, but going back with the 0-2, the race leader as the 66 is going down into turns 3 and 4, made some contact with the 45 as the number 45 is now gone to second place. You see number 50 of Seth Frazier spinning out into the infield. He's going to lose a couple more spots, go another couple more laps down. Peter,
I got it.
Not Peter. Peels, are you back?
Yep, we got that big pile up at the start of this race. We had Garrett right there on his roof, and he was there for quite a while. Down to 2 laps down now for Garrett Sisk, running in 20th spot. Very rough start for him today.
Greg, are you cheating? Did I just see you cut the track?
I spun out.
How much of a time penalty did you get for that one?
0.
Oh, interesting. See number 73, Gary Skinner, trying to get his car.
The problem is I fell from 13th to 17th here, but that's one spot. Oh, I blew the corner.
Greg, man, you cannot be doing that, man. Aunt Kathy is cheering for you.
Oh, Seth just got me. Okay, target acquired, 0-2. Come here, Seth.
I don't know, Greg. You keep on saying how you're going to take out all these guys, but then when they show up next to you, you're asleep behind the wheel, and then they make contact with you. You gotta wake up, man.
I just got pushed into pit road and saved it. Let's go.
All right, well, good save for Greg Rentz right there. Seth Frazier still up as your race leader. Dylan Huffines running second
Greg, what
right
was
now,
that?
trying to make up the
Greg.
gap.
Swing and a miss.
All right, Peter, sorry about that. Go back.
Yeah, so, right there, Dylan Huffines, big hit coming out of the turn, straight to pit road for the Huffine, number 7 car. And that's going to move, it looks like we have a new leader, Daryl Tidrick running first now, Seth Frazier down to second, Dylan Huffine still in pit road in third, BJ Tidrick in fourth, Ace 3-Wid rounds out your top 5.
Yes, as we saw, well, actually, we didn't see, but Dylan Huffines actually had to take a tow, so he's going to be losing more than just the lead or second place in that miss exchanges.
That's just a shame.
Yeah, he's stuck in pit road, currently 9th, 1 lap down, going to go many more laps down. As let's see who else we can take a look at here is the number 77 of Ace Throwit. Getting some contact up in front of him, pushing the 15. 42 comes in and door checks him. Still pushing on that 15 bumper, smashing the side of the 42. And you got yourself a stew going.
Indeed, some rough racing right there. That no one wants to give up that spot there. And someone's going to get dumped here before long. That's absolutely
There's the 77
for sure.
getting dumped.
Yep, right there. I called it.
Yeah, you did. It's the Huffman brothers, 10th and 11th. They're not close to each other, about a straightaway separation. But the number 42 flipping,
Daryl
staying
Kidrick
upside down.
around. That's going a big hit from the 45 car.
Yeah, he was making contact with number 42. It's the 42 of Garrett Huffines is stuck upside down. Greg Rentz is not gonna help him out. Greg, come on, man. What was that?
I got positions to get up, man. I'm back up to 12th. I need some spots to gain.
I believe that was 63 that made contact with the 42 to help him out, but no, he landed back upside down one more time. Mr. 63 is pushing number 72 out there for third place position as, that's Seth Frazier in the O2. My bad, I apologize. I could have sworn that was Seth Frazier in the O2. But, Greg, that's Seth Frazier right behind you, man. Hit the brakes.
I'm trying to get up into the top 10. I'm going to take out the 66 right here and get stuck in the hay bales.
Greg, man.
Oh, I'm good.
I don't know about hitting the brakes. Like Greg was saying earlier at the beginning of this, other vehicles are your brakes. That's the fastest way to get around the track here. Just get them out of your way, use them as a cushion, and make their day worse while trying to improve your lap times. That's the way we do it here at Smashed Pass. And right there, looks like the 20 car was trying to get Daryl Tidrick right around. It did not work out for him.
We get the number 42 at Garrett Huffine stuck in pit road, taking 8-0, currently 40 seconds into that. Same thing with Gary Skinner in the number 73. Let's go and take a look at who is doing the worst right now, and that is the number 13 of Josh McMillan. If only I can get a decent camera angle. There we go. He is currently last, 21st, 8 laps down. Sorry that you are not having such a good time, Josh. Going back up to the lead, the number 8, the number 45, 77, and the 12. Oh, the 12 almost gets involved. They all got involved. Greg Rentz, internet connections one more time, blinking it out and gets spun out. Greg is
45 is getting hit hard right there. Big trouble for the leader. Got pushed off track, and just a lot of cars came right up on him. Lots of time lost there, and looks like he will still come out with the lead after that, unless, the one car
he's not the leader.
Off track there.
Our leader is Seth Frazier in the 02 PO. Daryl Tidrick lost the lead just a little while ago. He got stuck pretty much in turns 2 for about 30 seconds of just constantly spinning out and not being able to get and gain any track position.
Hey guys, watch this. We call this exit stage left. And there's no one there.
Greg, man,
Yes, they already exited.
it looks
Right
like
there,
this proves that whenever the camera is on Greg, he just fails to perform.
Yep, get him one of these times, Greg. Don't
Yeah,
you
you
worry.
get him one day.
Right there, we do have Daryl Tidrick did lose a couple spots in that issue he had earlier, but he was able to move back up to second. Issue for Dan Lowther in the 63 car was running second, now down to fourth. B-Day Tidrick moves up to third spot.
Yeah, BJ in fourth will be Dan Lowther, which you were mentioning, Eric Cheney in fifth with Bryce Beatty in sixth. 8 through it, currently up near the haystacks. As we see is that the 02? That's the 02 of Seth Frazier bouncing up and down, doing kickflip, and then he back on his wheels. As let's go ahead and take a quick look at number 50 of Greg Rentz, and oh man, he is just stuck in pit road. Greg, he's getting out now, but what happened this time?
Just finishing the tow from getting stuck in the hay bales. Hey, that worked.
Yeah, well, no, it didn't, Greg. It did not work. Taking a look and seeing what
Plenty of time.
Yeah, seeing what else is going on. 4 drivers on the lead lap. The top 4: Bill Tidrick, Seth Frazier, Eric Cheney, Dan Lowther. Actually, yeah, it's just these 4, as they're all somewhat close to each other. They're not really in a position to get lapped, as it's going to be a pretty close race with 30 laps to go right now. 31 laps to go right now. See number 45, our current leader, Daryl Tidrick, crossing the start-finish line with 30 laps to go. Peel, sir, what are you seeing out there?
Well, I was right there on with the leader, like you're saying. We're 20 laps in, 30 to go in this 50-lap race, and right there, just the leader is having a lot of clear track at the moment. That's going to make things difficult for the second-place car of Seth Frazier to catch him, that's for sure. We're going to have to possibly have a pile-up in the future here to really slow down the leader, I think. Let's checking out for the we mentioned earlier with the rivalry with the Havine brothers
You wanna
and
finish
Garrett
the sentence
Sisk.
there, Phil? Oh, the
What?
leader! Oh no, the leader got the leader had to take a tow. The leader's in pit road. Let's go back and take a look at what happened because I'm a little confused. He got hit, and then he just disappeared. It wasn't even like he went too high up. He just disappeared and had to take a tow. So the race leader Del Chidrick is going to be losing that position for sure as he is stuck in pit road. As Seth Frazier is going to go by him right now, and Seth Frazier is.
Well,
the
isn't
new
that
race
the
leader.
shame?
Yeah, new
Isn't
leader.
that just a shame?
0-2 Seth Frazier. 28 laps to go. So when I last spoke, we had 4 drivers on the lead lap. Of course, it's a little bit different now, as we only have 2 drivers on the lead lap. Of course, the 45 Daryl Tidrick is currently on the lead lap, but that's going to change right about now, as only 2 drivers left on the lead lap. And I do want to say our worst performing driver on this race tonight is actually not the 13 of Josh McMillan. The worst performing vehicle tonight is that 102 of Nick Peel. Peel, do you have any words for this dismal performance you have?
I don't know. Am I really the worst performing driver? I'm not wrecking as much as these guys out there, that's for sure.
Yeah, but you're not going to get those bonus points either.
Good point. I don't know. Driving skill versus bonus points. That's tough right there. But yeah, right there going up. We do have. Looks like Josh McMillan is doing a little better than I am tonight. We do have Dan Lowther up to 2nd place now, and Eric Cheney in 3rd. Right there, looks like our leader with Seth Frazier was dealing with some traffic. Was able to get through there as the one car goes off track, trying to hit him. Does not work out.
Yeah, taking a look to see what's going on in the track. We got a couple drivers in pit lane. Actually, only one driver. It's number 3 of Ian Farrell, who's been there for about 2 minutes. And it looks like that race is going to be getting even worse for Ian. Taking a look at seeing who else is doing. The 07 who won earlier the first race tonight, currently in 4th, on the lead lap. So watch out because that 07 is coming. He has not been at the front all of this race. And he's slowly working his way up there. However, the 2nd place finisher of the first race. Let's see where he is right now. I'm not seeing him on track. Garrett Sisk is
We got a new
20th.
leader, Dan Lowther in the 63, your new race leader. Seth Frazier had a big hit from Garrett Sisk, pushed him right into the infield, lost him that 1st place spot.
Yeah, Garrett Sisk is not doing too well tonight, but he did take out the leader, and a new one has risen from those ashes as number 63 with the Hit Me Please on his quarter panels. Currently the race leader. I've been noticing he's been working his way up from the back to the front, so this could be a very decent finish for the 63. He just needs to hang on for 22 more laps. Our 3rd place finisher from last race was Ellie Musgrave, as she is currently in 14th position, 6 laps down, as looks like for the majority of this of the podium finishers for last race are not having a good 2nd outing, which kind of telling me that these guys they're out there hitting those front runners for sure. 07 goes wide all the way to the hill, but with a couple other drivers, as currently 1 lap down now. For the 07, takes out the race leader, gonna put himself back up on the lead lap, and the 63 may lose another position. No, Eric Cheney is really far back. I don't think he's gonna be close enough to take that position back, as the 63 goes wide on purpose to hit the number 7, as got about 15 seconds to 2nd place, Eric Cheney. Greg, what are you doing out there in the track? You're still in pit road? No, you're
Yeah,
upside down.
I will say though, I'm at 84X, so I got to be up in the top 3 of that count. That's what I'm going for.
My favorite thing was asking you where you were and then cutting the camera to you as you were upside down and then immediately towed to pit road. Oh,
Well, I went for Lowther, and just like a good old baseball player, swing and a miss, and Huffines tried to get me, the older one, Garrett, and didn't have enough speed, so I was like, well, I'll just tow and come out and get more X's. I'm shooting for 100X. How many laps to go?
You got about 19 laps to go, and Greg, if I didn't know anything about what position you played and I took a look at that batting average, I would assume you were a pitcher.
Never played baseball, actually.
Pitchers don't bat.
Yeah, they do. In the National
sometimes.
League. The
Depends on
joke
the league.
was that his
Yeah,
batting
that's
average
true.
is low, which means that, you know what, it doesn't matter. I'm
Probably
funny.
would
I'm a
be,
hilarious
but,
person. You guys should be laughing at me.
But all right, so I got 19 laps to get 6 next to get to 100, which is 4 cars. So no problem.
Speaking of, Greg, did you find out who got the most incident points for the last race?
No, I'm assuming it was Ace, because Ace usually wins in that category. Oh my god, I came out of the pits and got drilled by Ellie.
Well, you got to be more aware than that, my friend. Taking a look at the number
Big
77.
pile up there for P6 is getting hit hard there for Eric Cheney in second place. That's just going to give Dan Lowther a bit more breathing room here. Right there, looks like also Seth Frazier fell back to 5th place after getting pushed off track quite a few times here.
There's no
new
breathing
top
room as Peel. They're side by side for the race lead. The 63 gets contact with the 76, and the 07 of Taylor Krug out of nowhere takes the race lead.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my goodness. I think that was the 76 of Eric Shea. Let's go back in time and look at that one. He saw that the 07 got the lead. 07 knew what was going on, and he backed off, and the 76 Eric Shea went wide and had to take a tow. What a fantastic juke by the 07 of Taylor Krug, who is now your race leader.
He's good at these.
Yeah, he is.
He's good at these.
As oh my goodness, he's just knocking people out of the way. 72 of BJ Tidrick is your new second place position, and he's almost about 3/4 of a lap from getting lapped, as I think Seth Frazier is taking out the 07, but he lands on his wheels, no issues backing it up. Gonna hit the gas and take on again. As the 72 of Seth Frazier, instead of capitalizing on the mistakes of Taylor Krug, is spinning out himself and not going to be able to gain.
I gotta say, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. BJ Tidrick's up to second right now because he doesn't even race these very often.
Yeah.
Well, still, he doesn't race very often. I think this is only his second one ever. What? How are they gonna cut in the course?
Thank you, Aunt Kathy. I knew somebody thought I was funny. You know what? You know what? Just you saying I'm funny makes me happy. Thank you so much, Aunt Kathy. You keep on being you. As we take a look, second place is now 4.7 seconds behind the race leader, with BJ Tidrick about 3.5 seconds behind second place. Everybody else is 1 lap down. Oh, no, pardon me. A 4th and 5th are on the lead lap. Dan Lowther is currently in second place.
I'm at 98x. I need 2 more to get to triple digits. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, just the top 5 there on the lead lap. Everyone else 1 or more laps down here. But that could definitely change, as you've seen with some of these wrecks that happen. You can be sitting there on track for a bit as people just keep running into you as you try to recover. So just because you're a lap down does not mean you're out of it quite yet, although race time is dwindling down.
Yeah, we got about 11 laps to go whenever the leader crosses the start-finish line, which should be in just a couple seconds. As I gotta say, I really do enjoy that Daytona USA paint scheme that Taylor Krug has. It's a very pretty one.
Oh yeah, for sure. Classic shout out to Daytona USA. That game is my childhood.
Now let's see if you, because I don't remember this at all. Is this the automatic paint scheme or the manual paint scheme?
Oh, depends on the vehicle. I think like they had like let me get a good look at that here. What was his number on that?
His numbers, well, he's got his own number, so it's not going to show the actual number for the car.
He's 07.
Yeah, he's 07, but he has it set to iRacing sets his number, so that's not going to be the number that Daytona USA had. I think it was based on the color of the vehicle. Anyway, moving on. Eric Cheney is currently in 7th, not that far. Actually, never mind, incredibly far away from Dylan Huffines, who is in 6th. But Dylan Huffines with the 07. Dylan Huffines just took out the 07. He is stuck upside down, and he had to take a tow. Let's go back in time and take a look at that. Let's go back in time again and take another look at that. All right, 07 setting up for the push. He's not going to hit the brakes. Taking a page out of Greg Rent's book. Smashes onto the back and does exactly what he needed to do. He let gravity do most of the work there.
When you get into this stage of the race at Scuba, that's about the only way you can make any progress with taking the leader out. You just got to go wide open and just say, hey, forget it. I'm just taking him out at this point. Most times in this race, unless you're like within striking distance of the lead, you don't even start worrying about position anymore. You just go out and worrying about taking out the leader. That's the mode I'm in right now, but taking out as many guys as I can.
Part of me is I'm hitting puberty. I think my voice is dying, but our new race leader is currently BJ Tidrick in that number 72 machine. He does not see anybody up ahead of him. There's a number 8, but he's spun out, going on by clear track ahead of him, clear track behind him. He's by himself for 7 more laps. BJ Tidrick is in prime position to take home a W as Daryl Tidrick is currently in 2nd place, and
I just hit him.
Are these guys related, Seth?
Yes, brothers.
Yes,
BJ is Daryl's older brother.
That's right. Well, BJ, the
and
older
BJ,
brother.
I gotta give a thank you to BJ because BJ is actually the one that found this track for us, and he told us about it. And me and Daryl joined him in a practice session, and we're the ones that made the setup. We stayed up to like 2:30 in the morning on like a Tuesday or something after an ASRS race. We stayed up to like 2:30 in the morning getting this set up to where we could drive it here. So BJ, I mean, if he wins, this is technically a home win for him because this is basically his track. He's the one that found it for us.
Well, BJ, that safety net he had is gone as he's surrounded by people he doesn't want to be around. SS7 of Huffine smashes onto the back of him, but it's not going to be as hard of a hit as he wanted because he is back on track. Moving ground is, I can't see the number of that. That's number 42. Number 45, Daryl Tidrick battling side by side against his brother. 4th position, Rex, at number 72. 72 is going to come out of this okay. But Dan Lothar, he's catching up slowly as he gets some contact from the 77.
I saw that in my mirror. Can someone explain to me what just happened there?
With who?
Louder and whoever it was that hit him. I saw that in my mirror. I just saw this green car getting pushed by this streak that I couldn't see.
I don't remember anymore. I have a short-term memory of a goldfish. As the number 72 is back in position to get a good finish. 4 laps to go, making contact with the 26. Oh, the 07 tried to wreck him, but another vehicle took him out, and the 07 is upside down once again. I think I can safely say Taylor Crook is not going to defend that victory. 3 laps to go here as BJ Tidrick currently has a 5-second lead over Dan Lothar, who has a 6 or 7-second lead over Daryl Tidrick. It's pretty close, only 3 drivers on the lead lap, but one mistake, especially from the leader, or getting wrecked, is going to cost him a victory at this stage of the race. I guarantee you, as he's knocking out all the cones, he shouldn't have done that because that gave the 02 plenty of time to get up next to him. 02 gets taken out by somebody else, but the 72 of BJ Tidrick by himself. Ellie Musgrave spinning off in the grass. The number 77 is haunting right behind him. He thought about overshooting the corner, but BJ Tidrick goes wide after shortcutting turns 3 and 4. He is slow up against the outside wall. 2 laps to go. We are on the last lap as Dan Lothar has taken the lead. I didn't even see him get past. Number 63 has led that second to last lap, and he might be in position to lead that last lap as well. Going cross start finish line. Nobody behind them. Everybody ahead of him. It's there. This is it. He's going to get turned. No, he's not. He hits the 02. He's going to cross start finish line and win the race.
Ooh, what a finish that was. Looked like he had some breathing room, came down to the wire, but he was able to keep it under control.
Yeah, let's take a look at how close that was anyway. If I can find the correct thing. Oops, I already overshot it.
Well, Carl's running us through for the race replay there. We'll run you down through the results. Right there, that's going to be, looks like a victory for Dan Lowther in the 63 with BJ Tidrick in second. Is that right, or did I race not update the timing on that one?
No, I'm showing BJ Tidrick in second with Daryl Tidrick in third. 4th place will be Dylan Huffines, and Eric Shaney will be finishing in 5th place.
A 6th place finish will be Taylor Krug, 7th Daniel Vaught, 8th Seth Frazier, 9th Garrett Huffines, 10th Reginald Gill.
All right, I was trying to take care of a small issue. Yeah, and 11th will be Ace Thruwood, 12th will be Ellie Musgrave, 13th Bryce Beatty, 14th Garrett Sisk, 15th. Oh, hold on, somebody corrected me here earlier. It is, where is it?
Gowan win?
It's Gowan. Yeah, Gowan. Gowan, not Gowan. It's Gowan. Gowan win. 16th is Ian Farrell. 17th is Derek Almy. 18th is Gary Skinner. Mike Skinner is in 19th, and Greg Renz finishes in a pathetic 20th.
143x. I think I won the account.
Finishing 21st there, rounding out your field, Josh McMillan, and actually I'm last on the leaderboard here because I didn't start the race. So there's
You know
that.
what, Greg?
So,
you know what? That wasn't a pathetic finish. I mean, it was, but Nick
Hey,
Peel
you
had
did
an
better
even
than
worse
me.
finish.
Position's not anything. Position's not everything in this. If this was an actual street stock race, I probably would throw my steering wheel away if I finished 20th. But that's not what's important here. What's important here is having fun and making memories with these guys. I mean, this is kind of our last hurrah for quarantine because our local tracks open up here. They've been opening up shortly, so we've been doing this in quarantine to keep ourselves sane and entertained. But you know, we have fun, we trash talk a lot, but I love these guys. These guys are some of my best friends, and I love hanging out with these guys every weekend, and to be able to do this with them every night is just so much fun.
Well, you guys have one. You guys have one more hurrah, and that's going to be on Sunday. Is Greg? I don't know if you want to go ahead and give us a little preview of what that is.
Sunday what we do is our league races, and the way we do it is for points paying races, the race winner picks what car. Oh man, I just got drilled by Daryl. The race winner picks what car we use at the next race. Whoever has the most incident points picks what track we're at the next race. So we have seen some unreal combinations. I think our last points paying one, which was Sunday night, was the MX-5 Miata at Concord Speedway, and Concord's actually becoming another one of our favorite tracks. But we decided to do this with the two tracks we do the most, South Boston and Tsukuba. But we do that. We give incentive for both finishing in the lead and finishing with the most incident points. So it's so much fun. We do it every Sunday and Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific time. They're not streamed on here, but if you do have an iRace account and you want to join us, please, by all means, it's totally free. Just join us at West Coast Smash the Pass. Send us an invite. Me and Eric will get you all set up, and you'll be set to go. And come out and just have some fun and let loose. Like Daryl said, this is a way to let loose and forget some of the stress of not just iRacing, but the real world. So it's just so much fun to be able to do that. I got second in incident points. Dang it.
Who got the most?
Derek Almy beat me by 1. I had 145. He had 146. Oh, I tied with Gary Skinner. So I tied for second.
Oh man, you are just a series of disappointments here tonight. But why don't we go ahead and start wrapping up here tonight, and let's talk about let's talk to our third place finisher, as that's going to be the number 45 of BJ Tidrick. As I'll go ahead and take care of this one. As BJ, you ended up finishing in third place. How was that second race for you?
Well, I didn't make the first one. I just showed up for the second one and jumped right in there. I didn't get to run any practice or qualify, and that was a lot of fun. I ran a handful of those, but that's a fun little track, that backwards right-hander. I'm gonna have to come back and run some more of those.
Yeah, that was fun. I do apologize if I called you BJ. I meant to say Daryl. I've got a lot of stuff going on in my brain right now, but yeah. Finishing solid third place finish. Got yourself a lot of fun. 15 laps led. As you know what, you can go home, have some fun, relax. Fortunately though, your brother ended up beating you in position wise. But yeah, what was your favorite? What was your favorite moment here for tonight?
Just how much fun it is compared to all the other racing that we normally do, and do something a little bit different is always fun. And it was a really high intensity race the whole time. There was a lot going on, so it's just a really enjoyable group to run with and a lot of fun.
Well said. And anybody who you're gonna pay back next race?
All of them. I think I hit by every car out there. They all got one coming.
That's true. That's true. Well, Daryl, we don't really have much things to ask you, but we just want to know if you have any shout-outs you want to give us and everybody out there watching.
mainly, Eric Cheney for putting on that league. That's a really cool deal that he's got going on, and I know what it takes to run a league. It's quite difficult, and setting up stuff with you guys for the broadcasts and all. And I mean, it's not just a quick flash in the pan, throw together deal. And so Eric Cheney deserves a lot of credit for his efforts here and putting together a good series and places to come that are good fun to race at. I think he's got a lot of driver to come from to bring in, and it showed tonight with over 20 cars. So he's got a good thing going.
Oh my goodness! I've been talking to BJ this whole time.
Yeah, that's all right. I knew it was an honest mistake.
No.
I mean, I'm the more handsome looking of the ones.
I thought I drug up Daryl. Oh my god.
No, that's all right. I was second. You get to talk to third place next. Daryl's he's still down in the other room.
Let's go ahead and take care of that. Oh, egg on my face. Okay, so here's the thing. I thought I drug up
And
Daryl.
you give me a hard time.
Well, first of all, you did worse than I did. I thought I dug up.
Are you sure about
yeah,
that?
I
actually
dug
ran
up
the
Daryl.
race.
I thought I dug up Daryl, and then I said.
But
BJ.
hey, we both led tonight. So honest mistake.
Sure.
Tidrick is a Tidrick. I actually kicked his ass so that when you bring him up, you tell him that. You say, hey, your brother was just in here playing your part. And but he did want to say that he beat you on live on TV. So
Yeah, it's weird because this whole time I thought I brought up Daryl, and then I knew I said BJ, so I thought I messed that up. And this whole time I thought I was talking to you, but it turns out I was talking to BJ the whole time. So sorry about that, Daryl. It's an embarrassing moment for me, but it's
blooper reel.
Yeah, it's a blooper reel for sure. But well, Daryl, now we're gonna go on to you. As I'm gonna leave up BJ's name up a little bit more just to make up for the fact that I had your name up this whole time. But Daryl, you ended up finishing in third. Actually, you know what? I gotta stop talking. Peel, sir, why don't you go ahead and interview third, please?
Yep, now we do have Daryl in here. A little case of mistaken identity. Carlos pulled BJ in here, who just wants to let you know that makes it clear that he beat you in the race there. But it was definitely very close. You're doing a good job out there tonight. What was your favorite part in the race? How'd that go for you tonight with that third place finish?
I got out there in front and I was just being real quiet on the radio, just trying to get as many laps in as I could, try to get to the end as fast as I could. And finally they realized that I was out there, and all of a sudden everybody turned on me, and finally got hit really good and sent into the pits and had to wait for that tow, and I was finally able to get back out there, come back out in sixth, and just trying to make my way back up, and got back up to third. So it was fun. It was a good race.
Yeah, definitely a good comeback, coming back up from sixth there. Do you have any favorite moments for like a really good smash that you hit someone or one you saw tonight?
Well, the 15 car, when he hit me, he got me just right that it was able to pick me up and send me over the hay bales, and that's what sent me to the pit. So that was the best one that I've seen this race.
Oh yeah, you gotta love those ones where they just hit you over the pit wall. That's some crazy stuff. You have anyone you're looking for the next race that you want to pay back?
I think Greg Rentz is still on my list. I got him once out there, but I think my brother's going to be on there too. And definitely Dan Lowther for sneaking by us there at the end and taking that win.
Yeah, no, we still have them in here, so they heard that you're gunning for them, so they know to watch out on that. I have anyone you want to shout out tonight?
No, just everybody again, like you guys, for doing these broadcasts. It's awesome to get sim racing out there and getting people to watch it, because this is so much fun. It's the best thing you can get next to being in a real car, and it's way cheaper. So it's a blast. Thank you guys for doing it. Thanks for Eric Cheney getting us into this and hosting it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, thanks for coming out, Daryl. Let's get our race winner in here down Lowther. Carlos?
Yeah, no, not me. Let's talk to the person who was he said he was going to win tonight's race and ended up finishing in a poor, pathetic 20th. Greg, why don't you go ahead and interview our race winner here tonight?
Hey, Dan. Oh, he's not here yet.
No, he is.
What?
What? Greg, he's here.
Oh, there you are. Dan, Greg, you got a copy?
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, man, good job there. Daryl was kind of teamed up on us there, and looks like one of us won the race.
Yeah, I had the Tidrick brothers trying to team up on everybody and kind of put a monkey wrench in things, and I just tried to make some decent moves there at the end to kind of sneak up on BJ.
Well, you've definitely pulled it off because I was trying to keep it pointed straight, and it's so hard in this race. But all of a sudden, I just heard them say, coming on the white flag, that you had snuck by and got the lead. So it's like, oh, hey, Dan's going to win this race. So, man, I think isn't that your first win with us?
Yeah, it is. I think I've done 25 or something of Eric's races that he hosts, and I'm usually pretty good about winning the incident points because I like smashing stuff up, but I'm usually not there at the end of the race to win it, and so it was kind of cool to win one and still get a pretty good smash number on my incident counts.
Yeah, I was looking at the incident. Me and you were right up there near the top of that one. But, man, you always love this track. I mean, what is it about this track that you like so much?
You know, probably the fact that it's turning right and you can finally get to unwind after doing so many left turns all the time. It's just something different, and you know, kind of just I take the Scooby track as just to really have fun, and so I don't sweat how I do, and maybe that's why I do a little better.
Yeah, I think every time you win incident points and you get to choose the track, it's Scuba, and we've had so many fun races at this track, and you just picking up a win here on 3YTV's got to feel good. But, man, we're getting close to some real racing for us here. We're actually going to be hanging out together on Saturday night at Meridian on the 4th of July, right?
Yeah, I'll be over there on the 4th for Saturday. Won't be running a car this weekend, you know. My car's not ready yet for our next race at Meridian, but I'll hope to be back in a real race car here in about 3 more weeks.
I'll tell you what, me and you will go down and have some adult beverages at the track on Saturday. But that's your first Smash to Pass win here in the West Coast Series, and I know you've been looking forward to it for a while. So who you got to give some shout-outs to?
You know, first off, I want to thank Eric, Cheney for starting the league and getting it going for everybody and letting us have some fun. And then, obviously 3Wide TV for broadcasting it for us tonight. That's really cool to get something different and off the wall out to people to see, how some of us kind of unwind after a hard day of racing. And then, I mean, no real shout outs here. This is just Smash to Pass to have fun. So I appreciate everybody that races with us.
That's your race winner, Dan Lowther. You got one for us today. Good job, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Pardon me, my voice is dying. It looks like Greg wants to say one last thing to one more special person. Greg, I'll let you take it away.
Hey, Eric, I figured while we are still on the air here, I figured we would just tell the guys at home just kind of what it means to run this league and be able to put on all these fun races for these guys and explain kind of why we're so crazy enough to do this thing.
Well, the crazy thing, that could take all night, but no, it's just fun to turn loose and turn the damage off and just destroy the living hell out of each other and have a lot of fun. See who can catch the most air, see who can barrel roll the most amount of times. It's just
That's
a great
awesome.
way for all these people to hang out. Nothing else going on with this stupid COVID up, so.
Yeah, and I think it goes without saying. I think people heard us talking about it throughout the course of the broadcast. We were talking smack on each other all night, especially me and you. But, I mean, at the end of the day, this is one of the tightest group of friends that you can find with the guys that not only run this league, but the Northwest scene on iRacing as a whole. You won't find a closer-knit group than the guys in the Northwest on here.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, these are the best group of guys ever. It was fun to do this all winter long, and unfortunately, we have to jeopardize a real racing season. So this was the next thing we could do to have fun.
Yeah, and I was talking about it on the broadcast with real racing starting up here on Wednesdays. The real life bump to pass is going to be starting up next week. So I was telling them this is kind of, in a way, our last hurrah for the Smash to Pass, and as far as like big races go, because now all we can do is focus on the league because real racing has started back up. So obviously, at the end of the day, we all would much rather be at the real racetrack. But I mean, iRacing has just helped us out so much with not just helping us with boredom, but it's just given us so many memories since quarantine started, and then going back and into the winter when we all first got started on here. We were all having fun trying to figure out how to do this thing. And it's just come so far, and it's been so much fun. And I got to say that we give you a lot. give each other a lot of crap, but couldn't be happier to be working with you on this league.
Well, thank you, and you're an awesome person to work with too. And I really do got to give a special shout out real quick to Eric Johnson Jr. because I joined his league and ran the first race and saw what an absolute shit show it was, filled full of crashes and wrecks. And I decided right then and there we need a Smash to Pass league.
That's how it happened, but E-Dog, I mean, the South End Series was obviously fun, but it was so much fun to have that all go down, and thanks for doing this with me, man, and we're looking forward to Sunday night.
Yeah, me too, but we got to figure out a car and track that we're going to run on Sunday too, so.
And we got to figure out how to beat Krug.
Yeah, I think I got something for him.
All right, and Carlos, Pio, back to you guys.
Yeah, Pio, before we end up tonight, this is your second time broadcasting or commentating with us. Just how was this night for you overall? We don't get a chance to interview our commentators, but how are you?
Well, this was a blast tonight, Carlos, and just been out here. Definitely glad I could help you out when you're shorthanded tonight, and for just get to see something different too. It's like you go out, most of the races you see are just races you try to be as clean as possible. That's how racing usually is. Might rub it here a bit, but nothing like this. This is absolute mayhem, and I love it. So definitely. Whenever we have a good upcoming date for next one of these, we'll definitely let the viewers know so they can sign up if they're interested, and I might stop by as well.
Yeah, remember, this is a free league, free to join. Just search up West Coast Smash to Pass, and they're all going to treat you just right, and you're going to have a blast. But yeah, without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and step away for tonight. We will be back on Sunday for the finale of the Southtown Speedway Series, and we'll see you then, everybody. You guys have a good night. See ya!